It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time. Amir comes. Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fight.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
It's cooled down a little bit.
The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. And he caught him with a left hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? Well, the stars are out tonight, Johnny, and not just in the sky. We've got so many celebrities here, and they are expecting big things.
It's been a long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's night time now. They're waiting for that big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
What this thing is, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination, maximum respect.
You can tell the final 10 seconds here, and this is... Hold that thought! Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Now listen, kid, I need you to... Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Stay focused, Ben, get that jab back. Just blocks, be smart, smarts.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here.
I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir. And it's the incomparable.
This bout.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Unique? Nah, that's an understatement. Something very, very, very special. This is what you're going to see.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Swing and a miss with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork. Moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That right hook won't score. How about that time counter shot? And that jab just missed with the left hand. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Arturo Gatti is in serious trouble here. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters are angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Step back. Hold that thought. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Being dazed now.
Final 10 seconds here in the corner. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes. On to the third. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There was sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Swing and a miss with that jab. Here we go with the light. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without...
Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the dangerous part.
Right hook just missed. Looks like a little change of strategy here. Trying to loosen. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, boy. Amir Khan, dazed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
On to the 5th we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Just missed with that hook. Hold that thought! Oh, look at Gotti. I don't know if he's going to survive. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. It's the wrong place to fall asleep.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Insane action. This round. Hold that thought. Can Arturo Gotti... Let's see how the game plan changes. This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's no way this fighter can go punch. Oh, right there! Amir Khan in some real trouble! And down goes Amir Khan! Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's getting in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Only catching air with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. They both want the knockout. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown. Here we go. It's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to post around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Got Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that much above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Gotta relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. A swing and a miss with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And
whoa, Johnny! Whoa, he got clipped there! This could be the end! No, we don't see a knockdown. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
you've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. They have no respect for each other's punching power. It's all offense all the time. Missing with the hook. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight.
Are you okay?
And they're going to let him continue. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's...
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, alongside Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko. Amir, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of...
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up...
The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Insane action. Oh, that left hook hurt him. Oh, and he caught him there with the right hook. Well done with that counter shot. Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. Lomachenko goes down. Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Lomachenko is buzzed. Lomachenko on the canvas. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good. Switch on, get your boxing back together, put him back at his like you do in the gaps will air. Just get him on the end of the switch on, get your boxing back together. Right, let's go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, you're smart when you go out there. Just take the round off and win the round on your jab. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't bag, get your focus back, get a jab back.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instruction in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the emotion.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Down goes Lomachenko. Clearly his opponent was too much for him, and he's thrown in the towel. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. 5'7", 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight. And here he is, Bud Terrence Crawford, and it's the king, Amir King Khan. He's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Hiding out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You want to know what it feels like to have Terrence Crawford hit you below the belt? Well, just ask Amir Khan. That's what happened the first time they fought, as Khan had to retire.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I'd ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Holding nothing back here in the round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. And there's the bell to start round 2. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What a fitting stage for this grudge match. This theater has seen a lot of drama over the years, but perhaps none more compelling than this.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Amir Khan, and he just put Amir Khan down. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Which fighter will say no mas? It's like a game of joust. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
How about that time counter shot? Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook doesn't score. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. That's not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper you all night long. Rush them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Like to see more jabs. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
So rigid anymore with the stance. Got out of the way of that right hook. There it Lance Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. And there's the bell for round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Jab slightly off target. Amir Khan, dazed! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let's start the 6th. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. No, we don't see him. Down goes Amir Khan. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 71 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Even though he's 180 centimeters tall, he still makes... Amir Khan. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner from New York, here.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Missing with the hook. That left hook missed. Catch and shoot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it moves back up. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this car, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it counts.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
The straight right just misses. This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter. The right hook just missed. Amir Khan in some real trouble.
It's all right. Ride it out. Don't worry. One shot. Don't give him a
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next.
And there's the bell for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
A straight right just misses. One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. If you're a counterpuncher, then basically you do a counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Insane action. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
There's the bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They got out of the way of that right hook. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Punch, counter punch. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter, who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to destroy him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain on the goal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Unlucky to miss with that jab. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That hook won't score. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That's not how the story. And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Perfect counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into action. On to the fifth we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Right hook's blocked. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they were out of steam.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Talking about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 6. That counter punch caught him clean. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Robinson goes to the canvas. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
And there's the bell for round 7. Amir Khan is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that much above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Tried to score with the uppercut. That jab misses. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? Well done with that counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
build up to this fight, Johnny. This power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12. I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Right hook misses. That hook doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Hold that thought! Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.